Okay, this is section 7.5. We're going to talk about linear programming. A method for solving problems in which a particular quantity that must be maximized or minimized is limited by other factors is called linear programming. I'm going to talk about what that means in just a minute. An objective function is an algebraic expression in two or more variables describing a quantity that must be maximized or minimized. Again, that will make a little bit more sense once we do an example or two. Say, for example, we have bottled water and medical supplies that have to be shipped to victims of an earthquake, and they're going to ship them by plane. Each container of bottled water will serve 10 people. Each medical kit will aid 6 people. We're going to let X represent the number of bottles of water and Y the number of medical kits. So we've got bottled water and medical kits. Write the objective function that describes the number of people that can be helped. So we have bottled water that will each help 10 people. So if I have one container of bottled water, one container, I'm going to help 10 people. If I have 2 containers, I can help 20 people. 3, I can help 30, etc. So if I don't know how many containers of bottled water I'm going to be taking, we're going to let X represent the number of bottles of water. The number of people that can be helped would be 10 times X. Okay, we also have medical kits, and each medical kit will aid 6 people. So for every medical kit, we're going to help 6 people. So we have the bottled water. We also have the medical kits we're going to add, and it's 6 people for each medical kit. For each is the same thing, it's a rate. You're going to multiply, and we decided to use y as our variable, so we have 6y. This function, z equals 10x plus 6y, that's called an objective function. Constraint is expressed as a linear inequality. When we're talking about linear programming, these word problems that we're going to be doing, if we have inequalities, instead of calling them inequalities, we call them constraints. So just a different name for the same thing. The list of constraints gives us a system of inequalities. So we're back on the plane. The airplane, you know, is limited to how much weight it can carry. This particular plane cannot carry more than 80,000 pounds. So between the bottled water and the medical kits, it has to be no more than 80,000 pounds. The bottled water weighs 20 pounds per container. Anytime you see that word per, or for each or for every, you know you're going to have to multiply times a variable. Now if you recall, we had X represent the number of bottles. So we've got 20 pounds per container for the bottled water, so that's going to be 20X. That's just for the bottled water. We also have medical kits. Each medical kit weighs 10 pounds. That's 10 pounds for every, or for each medical kit. Again, this 10 is going to be a rate. It has to get multiplied times a variable. And we called y the number of medical kits. So we have 10y. this represents how much the bottled water weighs. This 10y represents how much the medical kits weigh. So if I have all the medical kits and all the bottled water together, that will be the weight of the supplies. Remember that the plane can only carry up to 80,000 pounds. So can it equal 80,000? Yes. Can it be less than 80,000? Sure. We could carry 79,799 pounds if we wanted to. We could carry 70,000 pounds if we wanted to. We could carry 5 pounds if we wanted to. So as long as the weight of the plane or the supplies is less than or equal to 80,000 pounds, we're good to go. We can fly the plane. So write an inequality that describes the constraint. 20x plus 10y is less than or equal to 80,000. Okay, this is a step-by-step approach for solving a linear programming problem. I'm going to have you pause. I'm going to have you write this down. You will need this in your notes.